The Cricket's Nest is a craft and arts-based consignment store in South Fork Park on Country Club Road. Inside, we meet Kim Jones, and we greet her with a familiar question of what can you find here at the Cricket's Nest?
That's a good question. We carry a wide variety. There's earrings, receiving blankets, bowl cozies, necklaces, lighted bottles, wooden spoons, rag rugs. There's bracelets, felted animals, pins, brooches, keychains, magnets.
While Kim continues her list, let's introduce you to one of the more than 400 Forsyth County residents over 55 years of age who sell items through the shop.
This is not just a handbag.
Zainab Williams sells her products here.
It's crocheted, but the interesting thing about it is it's made completely out of t-shirts. It took approximately 5 whole 2X adult t-shirts to make one bag. It's washable. I cut it into strips, about 1/2 inch, and then I pull it and it becomes like a yarn. And I roll it in a ball and just crochet it. It takes about a couple hours to make one.
Her crafting experience goes back a ways.
Well, I've been crafting all my life since about 10 years old. It started from making pillows. You didn't have to really know much anything. And I discovered a love of sewing through my mother. She used to make all of our clothes. And so then I started doing that. And from there, I just started picking up other things, crocheting and knitting. And I like recycling. And so I like to make things out of found objects and turn it into something that people would never imagine it to be.
This mirror she submitted is a great example.
I made this mirror, and I've seen things like it in magazines that cost a lot of money. So I made that mirror out of wood shims you buy at a hardware store that costs about a couple of dollars for a pack of them. And I have stain, different colors of stain, and put a mirror in there and just found a discarded piece of wood for the backing. And that's how I made that mirror. Well, I bring a wide variety of just about everything you can think of, because I do all types of crafts, from sewing to knitting to crocheting, macrame. I make quilts. I make hair bows, rugs, wooden items, and accessories for women and girls' hair. I also make face masks.
And does she make masks? Zainab has turned this craft practically into a science. She focuses on creating variety, numerous styles, sizes for men, women, and children, colorful and comfortable, affordable, and she's made several hundred since March, each one between 7 and 10 minutes of work.
We have cutting boards.
And
made
this
from wood,
seems
Moravian
like the
items,
perfect time to
soap,
check
barred
back in
decor.
with Kim
We have the
about what you can
cutest birdhouses, and
find
you should see the
here at the
brilliant
Cricket's
print.
Nest.
We have the cutest little dog collars. We have wood-turned letter openers, baby crochet blankets, Moravian magnets.
The Cricket's Nest opened in 1976, and over the years, its presence creates customers and more crafters. Rick and his wife were customers long before he joined.
Well, I've always, did woodworking, and I've come in here with her, and I saw some of the things that the people were doing. I said, maybe I should bring my wood turnings up here. So I did about 5 years ago, I guess. And my business is RC Pens by Design. So actually I started out with doing pens and a few bottle stoppers, and then it kind of led into pepper mills and bowls and everything. I still do pens, but not as much as I do everything else now. It's kind of, I still have some of it for people, but I've got, a little bit of everything now.
He says customers and the people who are gifted the items just appreciate the work that goes into it.
I've got customers actually that said, they're looking for something that's handmade means more to people to give as a gift, and you go to a department store and buy it. It just don't mean the same thing as, taking the time out to get something that's been handmade by a craftsman.
He sells his full variety of products here, but the most simple may be the best selling.
Well, actually, little tops seem to be I keep a bowl of them up here, but they sell those, it's a kind of an impulse item, and they keep them up at the desk. And tops and my spurtles, that's a 15th century Scottish stirring utensil. and I sell a lot of those everywhere, and it's just, seems that goes good here too, seems like.
Rick, like many craftsmen, also operates an Etsy site, but the Cricket's Nest gives craftsmen a steady presence in the community.
Cricket's Nest offers a brick and mortar presence for those seniors who are on social media doing the Etsy and that type thing. We are their brick and mortar presence. This is where the shopper can come in and look at the item, see it firsthand, see it 3D, touch it, if it's a candle, smell it, that type of thing. We are their brick and mortar presence.
And the presence of the Cricket's Nest continues to make hearts smile.
Behind every item is a pair of hands that is carefully crafting every item that they make with love, with quality, with passion. When you shop here at Cricket's Nest Craft Shop, you're buying a four-heart smile. Your heart smiles when you find the item. If a person is so fortunate as to receive that item, their heart smiles. The member heart smiles because you have affirmed them by buying their craft item. And then staff heart smiles because you've affirmed us for being here. Cricket's Nest Craft Shop is a fantastic place to shop.
Out-of-town visitors are among some of those with smiling hearts.
They are always amazed that the city of Winston-Salem stepped out on a venture like this to provide a location for senior residents of Forsyth County, and they go, "This is awesome. I wish that we had something like this where I live."
Crafters wanting to sell here must be Forsyth County residents who are at least 55 years old. All items must be at least 75% handcrafted. There is an additional membership called an associate. Those crafters can be under 55 years of age, but must be juried in by the board of directors.
We have wine bottle
And
holders, gift
before we
cards,
close,
gift card
we should
holders,
probably check back in with Kim.
earrings, accent pillows. We have walker totes, quilts, doilies, walking sticks, wreaths, greeting
For the city
cards,
of
table
Winston-Salem,
toppers, lighted glass blocks, pet pillows.
I'm Ed McNeil.
We have coasters, wooden salt and pepper shakers, soap, wood-turned pens, framed pictures, pocketbooks.